In this video, we will take a look at the basics of Tricentis Tosca, or rather the A, B and C of Tricentis Tosca. To tell Tricentis Tosca what to do and how to do it, you'll use the following three main elements: scanning, modules, and test cases. But before we dive deeper into these elements, let's take a quick look at the sample vehicle insurance application from Tricentis. To access the vehicle insurance application, simply head on over to sampleapp.tricentis.com/101/index.php. On the landing page, select the type of vehicle. Then, on the vehicle data form, enter the relevant data. Complete the relevant sections, and then in the end, get a quote. Your system under test has various elements that Tosca needs to interact with. For example, buttons, text boxes, drop-down lists, etc. These elements are called controls. Ultimately, you want Tosca to steer these controls. For instance, click a button, verify data in a table cell, or simply type a text into an entry field. To make this possible, you need to get the required technical information on these controls into Tricentis Tosca. This is what scanning your system under test does. When you scan, Tosca performs the following actions. Number 1, it grabs all the technical information on the control that you select. Number 2, it saves this information as a module, the Tricentis Vehicle Insurance application. Then, head on over to the module section in your Tosca workspace. Let's create a folder for it. Right-click and select Create Folder. Give it a meaningful name. Then right-click on the module folder again. Select Scan from the context menu. Select Application. The Tosca Xscan window shows up and also displays all the application currently running on your desktop. Go ahead and select the application you want to scan. Then click Scan button. In the background, Tosca already gathered all the technical information about all the controls on this page. Our objective right now is to scan these 4 menu items. Now there are at least 2 ways of doing this. First, you can go through the list and then select the control you want to work with. Or the other way is to select directly from the screen. To do so, click the button Select on Screen. Then go ahead and click the controls you want to work with. Once done, click on the button Finish Screen. As you can see, a module was successfully created and saved in your workspace. Go ahead and close the Xscan window by clicking this button. Now inside the folder, we see a module has been successfully created. Now let us scan the subsequent page in a similar way. Navigate to the form you want to scan. Head on over to your workspace in Tricentis Tosca, then right-click on the module folder. Select Scan from the context menu, and then select Application. Tosca Xscan displays all the applications currently running on your desktop. Go ahead and select the application you want to scan. Then click the Scan button. Within a few moments, Tricentis Tosca has already scanned and grabbed all the technical information available for all the controls on this page. Next, we are going to make a selection of the controls we want to work with. To do so, click Select on Screen button. Then simply go ahead and select the controls. Once done, click on Finish Screen. To close the Xscan window, simply click the Close button. And as we can see, a new module has just been created in our workspace. Now let us understand what a module is. Well, simply put, modules are the building blocks of your test cases. They contain the relevant technical information on the controls that you select. Let us take a look at them inside our workspace. We're looking at the module that we just now created and all the controls inside of it. Well, the controls inside a module are called module attribute. And in the column value range, you can see all the values each of these module attributes can accept. In their respective properties section, you can see all the other technical information. For example, business type, whether it is a combo box, a text box, a radio button. There are two broad categories of modules in Tricentis Tosca. One, custom modules. Well, simply these are the modules created by a user, just like we did. Two, the standard modules. These are the modules already created and provided by Tricentis. Now let us take a quick look at them in our workspace. Simply navigate to the standard modules folder. There you can find a whole lot of standard modules already created by Tricentis Tosca, ready to use. What is a test case? A test case is a sequence of actions that you want to perform on your system under test. These actions are called test steps. Each test step is an automated task that you would otherwise do manually. Create a test case. Simply drag and drop the required modules in the order of their execution. Then simply fill out the required test data and you're ready to run your test case. Let us see how to create a test case in Tricentis Tosca. To do so, head on over to the Test Cases section in your workspace. Right-click on a test case folder. Select option Create Folder. Give it a meaningful name. Then right-click on the test case folder again and select the option to create a test case. To create test steps, simply select the modules and drag them over to a test case. Once the modules are added to the test step, go ahead and fill out their values. So we want to click on camper, so we use the value X, or alternatively a click. Then we go ahead and add all the other relevant test data. Now we are ready to run our test. To run a test case, simply right-click on a test case and select Run in Scratchbook from the context menu. And our test is successfully run. This brings us to the end of this session, and I hope you found it helpful. Bye for now.